We are back, baby. What is going on? Happy Monday to you, and welcome to the extras. Got a few people in the chat already. Nance in there first today. Appreciate you, my friend. He says, somehow first while busy. Where's Becky? Tasty blue hazardous wires. Where are the hazardous wires? We gotta find them.
We're considered a hazardous building.
Is considered a hazardous building. It would take a few bandos to repair. Elmo is gonna rage when he sees that bill. He could. Where's he at? There he is. He's always here. He's in the background waiting to... Whenever there's chaos, he will come. Becky says, I forgot, but I think I will take first anyways. Welcome, Becky. Hope you had a great weekend. Nance says, I'll be late Friday likely, but I claimed first anyway. So I'll first for Friday also. Well, I appreciate you making an effort to come. I know Friday will be busy. This weekend is the snow machine trip, right? I don't know what this proper verbiage is for sledding. Sled. I don't know. Hopefully the snow holds on for you. It's starting to melt a little bit here, but I don't think it's like critical level yet, you know. So hopefully it hangs on. Crooked Orchid says, I'm going to be back for the hot tea takes after my meeting. I'm at the Orchid Society now. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for joining. Hope you have a good meeting at the Orchid Society. Snowmobile trip. Or sled trip. That's the verbiage. Snowmobile just seems like it's a lot. It's a mouthful, you know? It doesn't feel like I'm in the club when I'm saying snowmobile trip, you know? It's kind of like someone saying drive a motorcycle, right? Sled trip, I like. Sled trip, I like sled trip. All right, I'll stick with sled trip. I'll feel like I'm doing the lingo at least. But yeah, hopefully you got the, I know one of them, the orange one, was giving you trouble or whatever last weekend, so hopefully you got that taken care of. I got a coffee cup today, okay? Because I don't drink tea, but we're talking tea today. So I got me a coffee cup here, and oh, Meech in the chat as well. What is going on, Meech? She says first. Sure, everyone's first today. Always, that's right. Becky says always, Meech. Everyone is first in my book. Hope you had a great weekend. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, so I'm drinking some coffee because we are talking tea. And not the normal kind we normally talk about. Actually, we're talking tea, okay? It is tea about tea time. And this Texas tea time transport operation is, I'm running out of T words. Yeah, so this company started in New York, and they are trying to expand, and the expansion is going a little rocky, you know, not as smooth as they would have hoped. Nance says, that's my local sled, so that one's staying home. I'm riding my new one, and Dad has his new one. Oh, okay. That's good. I was worried, like, Dad was gonna ride the orange one, so you had to, like, get that one going or something. Okay, good. Okay, good. Take both the new ones. That's a good idea. You don't want to take the other one and risk breaking down out at the Tug Hill, or whatever it's called. What, isn't it the Tug Hill? Fancy tea, yes, Meech. She says, I do love a good cup of fancy tea. As long as we get the phrase tea bag in at least a dozen times, We are listening. Oh, I'm gonna get all the alliteration and T puns you can possibly handle. But so I heard about this from a Marky video, and then he did a second video about it today, so that confirmed that I was on a good topic. Tug Hill Plateau. Okay, I got you. But yeah, when I saw this, I was like, man, this actually sounds fun, you know? Especially, you know, you get the girls together, a little girl trip, you all go out to this cool bus that's like all decorated, all cute for tea time. You drive around town, get to sip some teas, sip on some, I believe they have alcoholic beverages on there if you want that instead. They got little sandwiches and pastries and all kind of, you know, it's a regular tea time, but you are taking a tour of the city while you do it. And one cool aspect that I thought I really liked is they incorporate music in the whole thing, and live music. So while you're waiting and everyone is kind of gathering at the bus area, there's a violinist playing, and she is dressed all fancy tea time, of course. Everyone is dressed fancy in these things because it's fancy tea. So a lot of people go and buy special outfits just for this. You know, it's a big deal. So when it doesn't go right, people get upset because they have really high expectations. I didn't know about any of this stuff before I started looking into this, but apparently people take it pretty seriously. Meech says Marky does have the best topics. He really does. He focuses on the drama almost specifically, and I can only take so much of that. Like some of those things, man, it's just like I have trouble. I don't want to say caring about the topic, but I have trouble caring about the topic sometimes. And I feel like if I don't care about it, or at least think genuinely that the thing is amusing or interesting, that it will not be a good time. So I try to focus on the topics that I'm drawn to the most. Meech says, so like high tea on the water. It is like high tea on the water, except you're in a bus. Let's watch, before we hear about all the bad stuff that happened, let's see what this, you know, what it's supposed to look like. Michi wants a tea bag on the water. I guess I can rent a boat. She says, you know what I like. Yes. I think on a boat, this might actually work better. It might be a little bit more elegant. I don't know. That's just my impression. Yes, it is a bus. It is not a boat. So you're driving around the city and exploring the city, seeing the sights, and the tour guide is also a talented vocalist. So as they're kind of introducing you to the sights that you're seeing in whatever city you're in, they're also serenading you, which is a cool thing. I actually really like that they employ live musicians. But okay, so here is their TikTok page. They're in a lot of cities, okay? New York City, Philly, DC, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas. Yeah, a lot of places. ATX, I don't know what that is. Am I stupid? Chicago, Miami, LA, San Antonio. Okay, so we're going to talk about the San Antonio one today. That's one of their newest ones. But honestly, this looks really cool. Like, I know that these all are like the best possible experience, and these are like influencer videos. It's a commercial made to make the place look amazing, but check this out, okay?
What you don't have to tell is the money.
So, rolling in San Antonio. This is very recent, I guess. Okay, so tickets available now. That was February 6th that was posted, okay? But check this out. Like, this looks like a really good time. So, here's the bus, and it's all wrapped in, it looks like a tea shop. ATX Austin, Texas. Yes, that's probably what it is, because they're also in San Antonio, and they wrote at that as SATX. So, okay. ATX Austin, Texas. Yes, thank you, Nance. I appreciate that. So this says your sign to plan Galentine's Day. And, you know, it's funny, the things that I research for this channel, because brands don't know what I am, and they... I got some hilarious Galentine's Day ads the past week. It's been really funny on this computer, but okay, so check this out. Look at that, dude. I mean, like, obviously we're in golden hour. This is like the perfect, this is the best that it could possibly be, you know. But they got the little pastries, the little sandos, cake pops, some little like croissants, it looks like, some dessert stuff. I don't know. There's all kind of cool stuff. They got the teas. You got a stemless wine glass down there, and you get a little plastic tumbler that is themed like for the business, and you get to keep it. What else? The bus looks pretty cute. Meech says, I thought so. Okay, check this out. Nance says, bus should be playing Limp Bizkit Rollin'. Keep on rolling. Yeah, that's right. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Tea time. Now, right there in that shot was the exact thing that I was thinking of. How are you driving down the road and having tea, right? Aren't things just sliding all over the place? And in that shot right there, you can see the thing move. Look. See how it kind of like bobbles? But these are the little tumblers that they give you. I think that's kind of a cool... this is probably copyrighted music. I don't know why I'm playing that. But yeah, so they got a really nice setup. I feel like, you know, they got some good food in there. They got good teas. You can get you some booze if you want or whatever. I don't know. It's pretty neat. And then, so they give you a little, you can take your tea to go in your plastic tumbler, and they give you that little tote to take the rest of your appetizer things if you didn't eat everything that's on your little tray. So I thought this is pretty cool. It says presented by Top View. Okay. Top View is a tourism company based in New York City. They started this there and they expanded it out. So I thought it looked pretty cool because like they have one in DC. So it's like, you know, DC's real touristy. There's a lot of landmarks to see if you haven't been there. So here's their DC tour bus. I don't know if we're gonna be able to play this music or not. We'll see. Washington, D.C., high tea on a double-decker bus.
Washington, D.C. on a pink double-decker bus while driving across the nation's most iconic landmark. This is tea around town, D.C., and it's easily one of the most unique ways to see the city. In this 90-minute...
Now, I cannot help but notice that this thing is basically, oh, the audio's dropping out? Uh-oh. I hope not. My mic or the video? I cut the sound in that video so that we didn't hear the copyrighted sound. But this is clearly, to me, is, oh, Nance says, anyone else lost audio? That's not good. Give me a heart attack, bro. I've got levels everywhere. My mic seems to be working.
ride. You'll pass by landmarks like the White House.
Did you hear that? Oh, okay. Must have been me. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I was like, oh no, what happened? I swear I didn't change anything. I didn't even do any updates. Okay. Had to close the app. Okay. All right. So, but what I feel like this thing is very obviously designed
Nation's most iconic landmark. This is here around town, DC.
For this exact purpose. For influencers to take pictures in. Or people who want to
And it's easily one of the
have,
most unique ways.
you know, like an aesthetic Instagram channel. Like they've got all these flowers everywhere, pink on everything. Everything, the branding is very clean. Oh, had to close out the app. Never had YouTube do that. Must have been chewing on the wrong blue wires. It must have been. It must have been the wrong wires. They get confused over there at YouTube sometimes. I'm just glad we have good connection. I'm staring at the word excellent that is reporting my live connection status every moment. So I had a little mini heart attack there, but okay. So I think this is definitely made for content creators, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, which is the perfect marketing plan by this company because the advertising is free. You know, you call a few influencers down and you say, hey, we'll give you a free ride on the T bus, T around town, and you just make a video about it. Simple. And I believe it's pretty affordable. I looked it up in New York. It's anywhere from like $69 to $100 a person, depending on what packages you want and how many people, whatever. I don't know. There's different packages, I guess, but it varies in different cities. Some places it costs up to $100, $200 for two people. But I think that they have very skillfully crafted this to be just an influencer trap, just like that grocery store we talked about.
This is here around town, DC, and it's easily one of the most unique ways to see the city. In this 90-minute ride, you'll pass by landmarks like the White House, Capitol Hill, and the Washington Monument, while sipping on warm, cozy tea and enjoying sandwiches, lobster rolls.
I'm sipping on some scalding hot coffee. This is on recommend from CB's husband, Bobby. Drinks this coffee. I've been buying it ever since. They recommended it. It's that, what's it called? Ethiopian Yirgacheffe blend. So it is delicious. I'm interested in this food. I like this. There's all kind of little fancy pastries. Looks like maybe like a sushi thing or something in there. Little rolls, and they got Saratoga water, which is really fancy water, y'all. That is some good water.
And pastries, all with a singing tour guide. I've lived here my whole
singing tour guide
life and never experienced DC like this, and it's definitely worth adding to your bucket list.
Nance says coffee equals barf. Oh, okay. You don't drink coffee. I got you. Well, hey, cheers to the, I don't know, Monster Energy. What are you drinking? What's your caffeine choice? If you don't like coffee, I don't know what you're gonna do. If you can't drink soda anymore because you're on the diet and you don't like coffee, maybe you be with these girls. You just get you a tea, man. You can meet you a girl and have some good tea and pastries at the same time.
Did you know you can experience high?
Yeah, so they really make it look fun and cool. Like this one was Christmas time. Rockstar sugar-free. Okay, I got you. So still like the energy drink. I got you. I love Red Bull. I don't know if I could give it up. And the Zero Pops. Oh, okay, like a Coke Zero or something. Okay. Okay, so this is the Christmas flavored one. So they re-wrapped the bus to make the decorations more Christmassy. I like that. Look at that. Oh man, look at that. See? Okay, so they reupholstered the bus to give it like kind of Christmas feel. They exchanged the flowers for like garland and ribbons. I think this is cool, man. Like, how could you possibly go wrong? Like, people will eat this up, dude, in any city. I really feel like this is a killer business idea. It really is. But as we'll find out, it's all about, and as they've rolled out to new markets, the execution has been kind of tough for them. So what they started doing was, just like I said, they would invite influencers to come down, and they would give them a free experience in exchange for the influencer to make a video about them. So here is one of those videos where the girl was given a free experience to come down and review it. She brought her mom, I believe. Sorry, this is from the Tea Around Town TikTok. I forget this girl's name, but she's like this girl's name, but she's like a known TikToker.
Tea in the city, then you are going to. If you love high tea in the city, then you are going to absolutely love this. This is the Boo and Brew soiree with Tea Around Town. I am so excited and honestly just.
Okay, so this is the Boo and Brew soiree. So they did a fall themed one too with, okay, I like that. I like that. So they have a little different theme every time, every like season or whatever.
Flabbergasted at how beautiful this is.
So, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I love it. I love the decor. I just can't wait. Yay!
I still cannot get over how beautifully decorated for fall everything was. And you have so
Wow. I mean, that looks solid, dude. That is really, really nice. Oh man. See, now I'm getting I just got the internet drop signal. Lord have mercy. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna push through. Hopefully everything is all good. Showing that the internet connection is good, but I don't know, it's giving me some sort of weird message. Anyways, so looks really good. They got this thing, but apparently in San Antonio, it didn't work out quite as well as it did in other cities. So let's check out Marky's first video, where he kind of sets up the situation and what happened. Oh my god, dude.
Vibrant and pink. And Tea Around Town has been promoted very
Okay, this is Marky's video. Luxury bus tour faces huge backlash after altercation with staff goes viral.
heavily on TikTok. Like, even on their own TikTok account, they have got videos that are pushing like 700k views. Also, a bunch of TikTokers have promoted the company and made their own videos, like this one here, for example, from a user called Haley Grabowski.
If you love high tea,
That's her name, Haley Grabowski. There you go. So basically he sets up the, hold on, I clicked the wrong spot.
That seems to become very clear the more we talk about this situation is that it's not just the customers that aren't happy with Tea Around Town, it's also the staff. But either way, carrying on with Vanessa's video, she goes on to talk about how her experience was disappointing, mentions that the bus was actually late.
Why our experience at Tea Around Town Miami was disappointing. Our reservation was at 1:30 p.m., but we were told the bus wouldn't leave until 2:30.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. I actually have this girl's full video. Let's click over to that.
Oh yeah, I'm playing. Sorry.
This This is the employee saying, "Oh yeah, I'm quitting for sure." Definitely not what you want from your employee, but okay. Oh my.
Why our experience at Tea Around Town Miami was disappointing. Our reservation was at 1:30 p.m., but we were told the bus wouldn't leave until 2:30. It didn't even arrive until 3:38 p.m., leaving...
Okay. Wow. So it was over an hour late. This is Parovane on TikTok. I think that's how you say it, sorry.
us waiting over 2 hours. Once we finally got on, the experience only got worse. The bus was dirty, the food was soggy, and our deluxe package didn't include several items listed on the menu. When we asked, we were told
The bus was dirty, and the food was soggy. That's not good. See, you gotta have the bus clean. I feel like the bus needs to be clean if we're gonna eat in there.
We were also supposed to try multiple teas, but were only given 2. The staff explained the delay was because the wrong gas was put in the bus, and even the workers expressed frustration about the disorganization.
Okay, so it's a diesel bus and they put gas in it by accident? Okay. Seems like amateur hour, but hey, mistakes happen and it's probably not the company's fault. They're not in charge of the mechanical aspect of whatever. Well, maybe they are.
One worker even singing the wheels on the bus and changing the lyrics to joke about how long we had been waiting.
Oh no.
The tour itself was unprofessional, with the guide admitting she didn't have a script and giving
That
very
does not look
minimal,
clean.
careless commentary. Overall, the experience...
See, that is a stark contrast to me, because she said that the guy kind of script or anything, whereas in the other ones, people said that the guide, was perfect and they were talented singers as well. So maybe they just got, not every guide is going to have the exact same talents, I guess.
was unorganized, unprofessional, and not worth the time or money. Videos will be posted at the end with comments from one of the workers so you can hear it directly. Save your money, guys. This was a not worth it.
Okay, so here is Shocked Pikachu face while the the host sings the wheels on the bus about the bus being late.
2 hours late, 3 hours late, 4 hours late. The wheels on a bus get 2 hours late, all through the town.
The best thing you guys could do, enjoy your food, enjoy the time here, and then ask for the refund. Because obviously, me and my friend right now, we're quitting.
The best thing you can do is just enjoy your food and ask for a refund. Okay. All right. Man, that's tough. As a business owner, to have 2 employees who clearly, aren't about it, don't want to be there, that's a real bad look for, in front of your customers when you're trying to... Nance says, "I'll stop chewing on wires. Thank you." It seems to have smoothed out, but we're talking tea and things are heating up.
If you think they're treating you guys, not imagine how they're treating us.
Again, that's really unprofessional way to talk to a customer there. How we ended our day, it looks like, what is that, a Starbucks? What do we got, Starbucks? Some kind of soup?
Vanessa.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, that was not Starbucks. But so that was obviously that was a bad time, obviously, for them. Now you want to make sure that when you're... What is up with these game ads? Oh my god. When you're opening in a new city, first impressions are really important, because the first people who patronize your business are going to set the tone for everyone else that hears about it. So, they jumped right on it, okay? We're truly sorry for your experience and for what's shown in this video. This is not how we want any guest to feel, and it doesn't reflect the standards we hold ourselves to, whether it's entertainer conduct, timing, or food quality. We take situations like this very seriously and are actively reviewing the matter with our team to ensure it is addressed appropriately. Please respond to our DM so we can make this right. Thank you for your feedback. Now, that comment is directly from their TikTok video. So, at least we know that Tea Around Town is paying attention, you know? But a lot of people in the comments are kind of agreeing. Nance says, game ads are for the people like Jeffrey with nothing better to do but sort useless things as a game. Yeah, some of those mobile games, I just don't understand it. But yeah, all these people in the comments. Noni says, I heard all tea around town are the same. Bad service, disappointing experience, and horrible food. Thank God I'll never try this type of experience. To be honest, nothing about having tea on a bumpy bus sounds luxurious. The workers are trying to trauma bond with you is wild. No shade, but this looks like something straight out of a Roblox cafe. It kind of does. The wrap on the bus, I see what you're saying. Not the KFC biscuits. See, I was wondering that. I was wondering where the biscuit is from. For sure. A 2-hour wait is an immediate chargeback for me. Yeah, 2 hours is crazy. I can't believe anyone even stayed at that point. But I guess when they put gas in the diesel bus, you have to take care of that immediately. And it's not like they can just send any old bus because it has to be this special bus. So, this person says, this is so sad because this looks like it could be such a cute experience with 20,500 likes. Employee complaining to you about quitting has got to be grounds for a refund. 49,000 likes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I want to give the employees the benefit of the doubt. I want to give the company the benefit of the doubt. I get that all these people had a really bad experience, but they need to make this right, you know? Oh shoot, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, here we'll join that one back here.
We talking about in this video, so this next one is actually from a user called It's Just Life 914. Now the difference with this situation is that we're not actually going to see any clips on the bus, because what Jess actually goes on to explain is that the bus just never showed up.
So I told y'all I would let y'all see my final look after I got my nails done, did my makeup, and put everything together. It came out super cute, but y'all, it was a waste. Why?
Oh.
Tea Around Town, Dallas. We had a 12 o'clock reservation.
Okay, 12 o'clock.
And they never showed up.
No.
And they didn't communicate with us that they were late, car issues, delays, none of that, until we started calling them like, hey, bus was supposed to leave at 12 and it's not here.
That's crazy that no one even reached out.
I really can't stress this enough. I know we're only like focusing on like 3 separate situations here, but I did see other videos from people talking about their experience with tea around town, and it felt like...
And you can tell by her outfit how dressed up she is, how people take this seriously, and even though it's only like $100 trip or whatever, they still spent the time to come into the city for it. They blocked out the time of their day. Maybe they made reservations at a place for afterward, or they got a hotel room in the city to stay at, or, you know, just the transport to get to wherever the tour starts and ends. You know, there's money being spent besides the ticket price. So even getting a refunded ticket isn't going to necessarily make things right for everybody in these situations.
Pretty much all of them, or at least the majority of them, mention the fact that the bus was extremely late. And with it being a bus, you can expect that to a certain extent, right? Because of traffic. But these people are saying that the bus was like 2 hours,
like,
3 hours, 4
have
hours
it there
late.
an
And
hour
obviously in this
before
case,
the
just
tour
didn't
starts.
show
I
up
don't
at all.
understand
Now,
why
Jess
that's
goes on
a
to explain
problem.
that she rang up to see what was happening. Turns out they have this like no refund policy, and if you want a refund, you're gonna have to email someone higher up to try and get that resolved.
Then they have a no refund policy.
I don't
and
like
if you
no
want to
refund
request
policy.
a refund, you have to email about it because there's no person to talk to in management about a refund.
Yeah, again, something else that we hear in the next situation is that apparently it is very hard to actually like resolve situations and communicate with this company. And
see, that would be a thing where you pay for it with your credit card so that if anything goes wrong, you can do a chargeback and have the credit card company sort it out.
Jess goes on to explain that the first time she rang up, they said, look, we're going to be there in X amount of time. They weren't there in X amount of time. And then she tried ringing again and just couldn't get through to anyone.
They tell us it was mechanical issues and the bus would be there in 30 minutes. At 12:30, we called back because, of course, the bus was not there.
Of course it wasn't. Only 30 minutes
for us
after
to be on
it was
hold
supposed
for
to be
over
there.
20 minutes and the person to just hang up. Didn't even come back to the phone. Just hang up.
Yeah, it's not really looking like Tea Around Town is the luxury experience that you would maybe expect from the way that it has been promoted.
So Tea Around Town, if you're listening, which I'm sure they are, you you need to hire some people who are skilled at internet marketing and social media, because whoever is doing this for you, whoever's running this, it's not going well. You need to have a process for refunds, and if you're going to have people come out and schedule them, you need to have the bus there on time. I don't know why that's like a crazy thing. I don't know why they can't get it done, but literally it's happening everywhere.
But we're
Every
actually not
single
finished
bus
there,
is
because
late.
this next situation is the one where we actually have quite a lot to look at. And by quite a lot, I mean multiple videos. And this is coming from a TikToker called Rayito_TikToker_93 or Vale. And Vale is a Colombian TikToker who speaks Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, so I had to use like a translator to put some like English captions on the video. And
Experience Tea Around Town, perfect for a cute birthday celebration or hanging out with the girls. This is an experience you won't forget. Step aboard.
I don't know how that other tab started playing right there. Sorry about that.
We've kind of already heard with like the food and the drink not being great. But for the most part throughout these videos, Vale is explaining a bit of like an altercation that happened on this bus. An altercation with one of the members of staff. And in fact, we actually have a video of the altercation itself later on. But I feel like it makes sense to not only watch this in kind of chronological order of when they were uploaded, but also to watch the explanation so we get a better understanding of what's happening in that last video where we do see the altercation. So in the first video that Vale uploaded, it actually starts with a clip of a different member of staff. This isn't the member of staff that this altercation happened with. This is a different member of staff who is apologizing.
Things are not going good when it comes to employees, employers, but we try to do our best, but unfortunately our best was a failure.
Okay, so she's apologizing for the bad experience. This is part one of our bad experience.
With that being said, ladies, I will give each of you guys the email for the company so that you guys can go ahead and get your refund, okay? Because I know you guys deserve this.
Okay, so again, we hear his member of staff.
Okay, so the host is already saying, hey, listen, I'm going to give you an email. We'll get you a refund. I get that. Okay.
Apologizing and saying, like, I'll give you the email so you can get a refund. I don't know if people did get a refund in the end. Again, it does sound like it's pretty hard to get in touch with this company. Now, this is what
$500 por este miserable bus, este ride que no sirve para nada, 5 horas esperando. Hasta la misma empleada dice que la compañía es un asco, que pongamos que en Google pongamos la queja y que nos devuelven el dinero.
And then we actually hear more about this altercation. So Phil goes.
So basically, people are saying in the comments and in the Google reviews that you shouldn't go to this company. And if you do, then you should pay with a credit card so you can get your money back. Lord have mercy. Okay, hold on. There she is again.
Estamos pidiendo agua y aquí llegó una empleada de este bus, se llama Around Town Miami, y vino a pegarnos con el micrófono porque le estábamos pidiendo agua y no la dejábamos cantar.
So yeah, we also see here that the reason this member of staff did this is because they weren't letting her sing, or at least that was like her reasoning. Now in the second video, we see a very short clip of this altercation. Again, we do have a longer video a little bit later on, but then Vale goes on to explain further and says like she didn't even know that this member of staff was about to sing.
Okay. So, as you can see, this is a really long, like, involved story. If you want to hear the whole thing, you can check out Marky's first video, Luxury Bus Tour Faces Huge Backlash After Altercation with Staff Goes Viral. That is a long title, my friend. But, apparently, they're not done, because it's still going bad. They've got... This girl edited her experience with the tea company like a reality show. I thought it was really well done.
I'm going to a tea party on a bus. I feel like...
So there's the violinist I was telling you about. I thought that was kind of cool, but the way she edited this is so funny. It's like a promo for a reality show.
I'm going to a tea party on a bus. I feel like I'm on Richard's tea. So tea, but that's not it is happening. Yay,
2 hours later, yo.
Turned off. I'm going to a tea party.
Okay, so the bus was 2 hours late, and then the bus turned off, and there was no air conditioning. Okay, not looking good. Not looking good for their experience. And the
Right, so yesterday
worst part is, as the more of these bad experiences started to go viral, other people in other cities started telling their stories about this place, and now they're just like, the dam has sprung a leak in so many places they've run out of fingers to kind of quell this situation. So here's another one where this is another staff member, I believe, is yelling at patrons.
Like arguments with the staff, like there was a video uploaded by a user called Raito TikToker93,
Okay,
and they went
like
into a lot of detail about an altercation that they had with a member of staff on the bus.
Yeah, is it still funny? No funny nowhere? No funny nowhere? I thought Thank you. Thank you.
Jeez, whoa. Okay, yeah, definitely can't have that happen.
Also saw some other videos showing staff who were very excited to be quitting this job and talking about how badly they're treated. Like, for example, we have a video here from Vanessa.
You know, the best thing you guys could do, enjoy your food, enjoy the time here, and then ask for the refund. Right. Because
I saw that one.
Work with a bunch of influencers in San Antonio. Like, for example, we have a video here from a user called Officially Jenny B. And in this video, Jenny kind of just talks about how great the experience was.
And so we all get there, we're all standing outside, looking so nice, so cute. And yeah, we're literally standing there waiting. We all get a text at 12:05 saying that Tea Around Town has been canceled due to operational issues.
Yo.
I'm like, yo, what the?
They schedule it at 12 o'clock and they cancel at 12:05? What?
Literally.
Everyone's
one thing
already
that I'm starting
there.
to realize throughout this whole like Tea Around Town situation is the fact that the reason behind these delays and cancellations, or at least the reason
they're
that the
gonna
company
blame
is
it on the
giving,
bus,
is always like mechanical issues.
Yep.
I mean, in the last video, we heard that apparently someone put the wrong type of fuel in the bus. So I guess maybe they put like diesel in it and it was supposed to be petrol or vice versa. I don't know. But what I do know is it seems like they go through a lot of mechanical issues, and obviously it's a different bus for each city, right? So it's not like they just have one really shitty bus that keeps breaking down. But clearly something's going wrong here. But yeah, like I mentioned, it wasn't...
Yeah. So the next one that he plays, I'll play it off of her channel because I want her to get the views. This is another girl from San Antonio. And
I did not get to...
Her account is called... The Gathering San Antonio.
Go on the Tea Around Town tour today in San Antonio. It was a bunch of influencers that have actually been invited from Friday to Sunday to experience this and to tell our beautiful San Antonio about this experience that's here. But
now, they just came to San Antonio on February 6th. So they've invited a bunch of influencers that are known around San Antonio to come down and experience it.
Today, I was not able to go. We were told to be there 10 to 15 minutes before 11 a.m., our tour time. And at 10:18, we received a text message that it got pushed to 12. Fine. You know, I was already en route. So I decided to just go down there, find some affordable parking, and just sit and wait.
Okay.
Me and my friend, we kept
2
going
hours
outside,
to kill.
checking to see if
No
the bus
big
is
deal.
out there because it's massive. I saw some videos of people's experiences, and nothing was out there. Eventually, we just went out there at around 11:50, and a few girls, we were just waiting around, taking pictures of ourselves in our outfits, and we get a text message at 12:03 that it is canceled.
12:03,
So,
man. Come on.
Just a little extra backstory
Come
to this.
on.
Friday,
They
it was
made
a
them
lot of
wait
people
2 hours
that
and then they
were invited, and they were not able to go on the bus because it overheated. So
CB, what is going on, CB? CB says, hey, y'all, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you as well. I hope you had a great weekend down there in sunny Florida. We're talking some tea time drama because this company has a bus where they drive people around tours of different cities and they serve fancy tea and pastries and stuff. But apparently they keep fumbling the bag. Every time people are scheduled to go, they cancel the trip. And this one was particularly bad because all of these people were supposed to be advertising for them in their new city. CB says spent the weekend furniture shopping. Nice. That's right. Gotta get the new house all stocked up with furniture. I love it. I love it. That's fun.
a lot of people's videos that you saw on Friday, people were able to go on the bus and take videos, but they did not do the tour. Yesterday, it did look like a few people did do the tour and was able to tour around San Antonio. But today, for that 12 p.m., well, for the 11 a.m. that switched to 12 p.m., we were not able to tour. And I'm just honestly in shock. You know, as you can see, a car seat in the back. I have a 2-year-old.
Right, so she's paid for the babysitter.
I drove a pretty good distance to go up there.
They delayed it by 2 hours.
My friend that was invited from Dallas to San Antonio to attend this. So I'm just honestly in shock that
all the way from Dallas to San Antonio.
And it's been a few different mishaps,
she's got a hotel.
I wanted to come on here and say, if you see a bunch of cutesy videos of me in this outfit, do not get it mixed up that I was on that tour bus, because I was not, along with a lot of other people. We just stood around and kind of looked around and was like, what do we do now? We're just dressed up so cute. And I know a lot of people bought outfits for this. A lot of people scheduled for this, traveled from Dallas for this. And I'm honestly just like in shock.
See, this is crazy to me.
Like,
how can you fumble the bag so bad as a company, man?
As
like,
a content creator, we should always tell the truth.
This lady could be
I'm never going to be out here
giving
taking
the best
pictures
review
and be like, oh, tea around town. And I wasn't even on that bus and had that experience. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know, San Antonio community, just letting you know my part. You know, you spend your money where you want to spend your money, of course.
Sure.
And I won't be rescheduling. I just checked my email and I saw that they emailed us like at 10:18 after the fact from the text message that we can reschedule. I will not be rescheduling. And I think,
no kidding, who would? Who's gonna go downtown and stand there for 2 hours? CB says, is this a booze cruise? I think they do have booze, but it's high tea. It's fancy high tea. Check this out. So this one, CB, this was released 6 days ago because they're trying to do damage control to fix their image, okay? So this is the ideal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here.
San Antonio just got girlier with a new experience, Tea Around Town. Perfect for a cute birthday celebration or hanging out with the girls, this is an experience you won't forget. Step aboard a beautifully decorated double-decker bus with light bites and tea. The 75-minute tour goes around downtown as the host lightly narrates. I went at sunset, but I highly recommend going in the daylight so you can
see everyone's like all glammed out. They got their fancy dresses on, all the fancy makeup and jewelry, you know, day out with the girls. Seems like fun. And the food she showed there, like
board a beautifully
actually
decorated
really
double-decker bus with light bites and tea.
Look at that, man. Little blackberry, looks like a blackberry and custard. Like a bunch of different little pastry things and little sandwiches and stuff. So a little savory, a little sweet. I like it.
75-minute tour goes around downtown as the host lightly narrates. I went at sunset, but I highly recommend
host
going in the
also
daylight so you
sings.
get better views. Throughout the tour, we were served a couple appetizers and got to try different delicious teas. This was such a fun way to catch up with my sister, and we were obsessed with how cute and girly everything was. I got a ton of cute photos and even got to take home the tumblers and a to-go box for any leftover food. So if you're looking for something fun and girly to do, you can't miss Tea Around Town, available in multiple cities. Tickets are selling fast, so be sure to get yours with my discount code at checkout. San Antonio.
I mean, she nailed it. She nailed that ad. That was really, really well filmed there. That was, CB says, oh, that's actually cute if you actually get to go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nan says, I hear cute one more time, and I'm gonna make a screen look cute with my fist. I know, oh my gosh. That was like that one, like that, what was it, the Valentine restocker girl that just kept saying so cute. She was buying the baskets or whatever. Oh my gosh, I can't. Too much cute. But yeah, so these employees are making the company look bad here. Like it's not just in San Antonio either. This is someone's bad experience in Miami.
Oh yeah, I'm playing for sure. Today my last day.
Another person quitting. Oh wait. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry. This is the bad one.
Tea Around Town Miami is facing criticism after visitors reported a chaotic and disappointing tour experience marked by long delays and poor service. According to guests, their reservation was scheduled for 1:30 p.m., but they were informed the bus would not depart until 2:30. Even then, the bus did not arrive until 3:38 p.m., leaving attendees waiting for more than 2 hours.
Did you see the lady playing the harp on the sidewalk? I mean, that's commitment. That is commitment.
With
right
little
there.
communication or updates. Once the tour finally began, conditions reportedly worsened. Visitors say the bus was dirty, the food provided was soggy, and several items included in the deluxe package were missing. When questioned...
Okay. CB says, oh, damn, this is in Miami, too. Yes. Yes. Nan says, send Rover and B2 to it. Yeah, you know what? B2 might enjoy that. Miami in general is chaotic, so that tracks. I thought so. You know, it makes sense. I think the people of Miami probably weren't expecting a smooth experience anyways, right? I think it looks cool. Not everyone is a fan like these people in New York City here. Like, would you pay $200 to have a tea party on a bus in New York City for an hour? And I mean, yeah, when you simplify it like that, it doesn't sound that great. And like, you know, you are sitting in traffic, but they're inside of the nice bus there, you know, and I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of hard opinions on this, and this business hasn't really gotten a fair shot. I guess they've been in New York City for a long time. This person says, I see it all the time when I'm walking to work. I don't know if it's worth it. Something new to experience. This person says, absolutely not. My fear is spilling the food and drinks while the bus moves. Let's just make our own tea party. Now, I think I worried about that as well, but it seemed like that wasn't an issue in the videos that we saw. So maybe they have some kind of air ride suspension that keeps everything nice and smooth up there in the bus. But I'm so disappointed because this looks like a great time. Like, here's Chicago, and like, I mean, same bus obviously, but like, oh, they're just playing like music. See, and they let kids go too, so the kids, I feel, now, I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to be day out with the girls, I don't know if you want the children there, but I think that children probably would have a great time doing this because it's a cool thing, you know? A child would definitely be impressed by this experience. See some really good views of Chicago here. I mean, that's so cool. Jessica says the ultimate girl experience in Chicago. See, so the girl is singing in there, so that's good. See, it seems like they got a good tour guide. I think it's all about whether you get a good tour guide with this, 100%. Black Magic in the chat, he says, yo, sorry I'm late. Donated blood today, red blood cells, and was zonked and sleeping. Always makes me tired. I'll be sure to catch the whole show later. Hey, I appreciate you. We are talking tea, and I think it's kind of a cool business idea. You know, and you could do different themes. You could decorate the bus a little different, like they're doing, you know, seasonal things. They could do themes for each different city, maybe like a local theme or something. You know, there's a lot you could do with this, but they just seem to be fumbling the bag at every experience here. And it's really disappointing because when I first heard about this, I thought, oh wow, this is really neat. And maybe they'll come to this area. Not that, like, you know, I'm obviously not the target market for this thing. But Marky did have one other person who had just a terrible experience, and she is pretty well known on TikTok as well. So let's hear her side.
Specifically talks about tea around town.
And both did not go as planned. Both were unprofessional of these creators' times, specifically with tea around town. If you follow me, you probably saw that I took this is a comment from this video that I said coming soon to San Antonio, that I was on it and that I took pictures on it. I got the little
This is Nyana Trey on TikTok, by the way.
Food, but that is about it. So my experience was that it was supposed to take off at 11 a.m. and then around 10:30 we got a message saying that it was going to get rescheduled for 1 p.m.
Yeah, I think one thing that's becoming very clear throughout all of this as well is that whatever time you were told the bus is going to leave at, you should probably add an extra couple of hours. Now, unlike the last time slot we spoke about, the bus did actually show up this time, and they actually managed to go on the bus. Everyone was excited.
And when it got to the time we were supposed to be, they said to be 20 minutes early, so we were, and we were there.
A lot of nerve this company has to be so adamant about how you need to be 15 to 20 minutes early for everything, but they cancel 5 minutes after they're supposed to be there almost every time.
There for about an hour or an hour and a half on the street waiting with other creators who got dressed up, looked so cute, looked so adorable. I went with my mother, and she even purchased like a whole new outfit and everything. She'd always wanted to do this as well.
But this is where things start to go wrong. So as we actually saw in the original video, there was a violinist who was outside the bus kind of performing. Nyana actually goes on to mention that this violinist looked really tired, and she also was very confused as to what was going on. But
now, I would imagine the violinist would probably be tired because I bet they expected to play for 30 to 45 minutes and then the bus is going to be 2 hours late and they're like, oh. I've been there as a musician where they're like, hey, I know you prepared a 45-minute set, but can you play 2 hours instead? Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So I feel for that musician there. Nan says, I mean, it's women. Tell them to be early and they would be 30 minutes to an hour late minimum. You know, I don't know if they would be late for this because this is kind of a cool thing, you know, and you want to get there early so you can take lots of pictures being cute in front of the bus because everybody wears their fancy dress. You got to get a lot of photos and that cool video in front of the bus like everybody had in their videos. CB says, love a grape spinny. Me too. I am a woman and I am always early. See, that's good. Being early is a good thing. I have horrible time management. Nance says, you are rare, CB. Yes, she is. CB is rare. Okay, so let's, sorry, Big.
But then when it actually got to the point where they were supposed to go on the bus, there was an overheating issue.
They had a violinist and she even looked kind of tired and she even said that she didn't know what was going on. And a lot of creators were getting worried and some even left. And so once it got to it,
Again, this is a whole trip. This is a whole busload of content creators that are supposed to make promo videos about their experience that they're having.
Got onto the ride. And when they said it was ready, so it was about an hour and a half later. And once we got on, we were super happy. So immediately, picture, take. And then they said that the bus had an overheating issue. And then we weren't going to be able to ride. So the ride was canceled.
Yeah, I would love to know what's going on with these buses. Because again, it's not the same bus. Because we're talking about situations from multiple different cities. So where are they getting these buses? Like, none of them...
Wait, so they let them on the bus. They took pictures. And then they're like, you have to get off the bus because it's overheating.
Seem to be fully functioning, and I feel like if they just had a bus that could function properly, like, a lot of their problems would be solved. But what I will say is that I do respect the consistency, because we have spoken about many situations previously where influencers get this, like, special treatment, but then if you actually just go as a customer, you might not get the same treatment. Hey,
that's okay. That's what happens when early people meet each other.
The influencers also had a shit time.
Someone has to be
consistency.
Earlier, right?
Now, Nyana does want to end the video by clarifying that even though she posted the original video, she wasn't promoting them, she just wanted to, like, take pictures of.
Nance says, I'm always super early. CB says, this dude's accent is the best. I know. I love Marky. I love, like, people always give him guff about, like, how he says certain things, like tattoo and whatever, but I absolutely love his accent, and I like his takes on these situations.
And like possum.
I want to disclaim that I wasn't promoting them. I was just had a really rough week that I had two, you know, failed creator events, and I wanted to take pictures because I got all dressed up with my mom, and we just wanted to make the most of the, like, 5 to 10 minutes that we were on that bus.
Now again,
you know, I wonder if Marky's channel is like mine, where I don't know if you guys saw, I posted in the Discord. The one video, the stream about Valentine's took off, got like 600 views or something. 99% of them were female. Something like 95% of the overall channel views from this channel are females. So I guess I have to keep that in mind as I'm selecting topics now. Now I know why certain topics go off and certain ones don't. Nan says, I'll tell someone I'll be somewhere at 10:30 and I'm usually showing up at 9:30 or 9:45. Hey, that's okay. Being a little early is good. Unless you're showing up at a party at someone's house. In that case, you don't want to be early. CB says, my old man can't get anywhere on time to save his life, so I sometimes tell him the wrong time so we can be on time. I do that to myself. I'm like, no, you know what? It starts, everybody else has to be there at 4. I have to be there at 3:30 because I know if I shoot for 3:30, I'll make 4. You gotta make deals with yourself. I know how my brain functions.
Again, let's actually move on to a different time slot where
Time
there was also
blindness, they
issues.
call
So
it,
we have
right?
to look at this video here from a user called Liz Damil. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And again, Liz posted a video kind of promoting this tour, right? It's got copyright music again, so I'm going to mute it. But yeah, look, it's a video showing clips of like the experience. But following this video, Liz actually made another video talking about the issue. So she starts a video off by explaining that she thought it'd be a cute idea. She wanted to go with her daughter, thought it'd be a fun experience. The original time was 4 p.m. on Saturday, but then she received a message saying that it was going to have to be pushed back.
As I'm getting ready, I got a text message that the time got pushed back to, I believe it was like 4:30
Again,
or
with
5
the-
o'clock, something
the
like that.
pushing
Which was
back
fine,
the
30 more
times.
minutes.
Oh
Cool.
my
I just took a
gosh.
little bit more time
This
to
company.
get ready. And then about an hour before the time that it said, I left my house and drove downtown. I got to downtown about 30 minutes early, and the email did say to get there 20 minutes early. So we're like, cool, we have 10 minutes to
Sure.
spare. As we were there waiting, literally right by where the bus comes, I got an email saying that due to unforeseen circumstances, this
Oh,
is now
no.
being pushed back to 6 o'clock.
No.
Which is now a whole nother
can't-
hour.
Yeah, so from the original time to the time when the bus
Come
actually
on
showed
now.
up, it was delayed
Just
2 hours.
cancel
Now,
it
in this
at
time
that
slot,
point.
they did actually
Like,
manage to go on the tour eventually, right? It was 2 hours late, but they did do the tour. Now, Liz actually goes on to say that the reason why she still uploaded the video is because she was just trying to be understanding, right? She thought this was maybe
Sure,
just like a one-off
sure.
issue and didn't realize that
Me
it was very
too. I
common.
wanna
And
give them
since
the
seeing these
benefit of
videos
the
from
doubt.
other
I
creators,
want
her
this to be
opinions
good.
have kind of changed.
After the fact, seeing that there have been so many issues with every other time, with people being canceled on 10 minutes before, with people just the bus not showing up, with people being able to get on the bus but not do the tour. I know that is not the case. I knew that I see now that there have been, I guess, excuses and unprofessionalism with every single time slot, not just ours.
Now, Liz does go on further to mention
in
things like the
multiple
staff on the
cities,
bus
too.
were
It's not
incredibly
just
kind,
one
has nothing
city.
bad to say about them, but it just seems as a company, they are very unprofessional and unreliable. Now, the final video we're going to look at from a
Now, I think that characterizing the company as being unprofessional and unreliable, I think they have unreliable staff, and the person who's responsible for onboarding the staff in new cities needs to be retrained or maybe have a different person in that role, in my opinion, because I think that's really what it's gonna come down to here, is hiring the right people for different roles.
creator who went to this event is actually from a user called Miss Gia, and I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And these posts that we're going to look at here are mainly just text, so let's
I'm
have a
gonna
read
guess
of them.
Miss
So this is the
Gia.
first post. It says, POV, you find out the hard way that Tea Around Town is just a scam, and there are so many bad experiences with the company. Tea Around Town San
scam?
Antonio invited us creators for the experience, and not only did they move the time less than an hour before the experience, they cancelled the event entirely, like...
Now, I will say, all of these things that get canceled, it seems like it's always the one where it's the creator freebie trip that's getting canceled.
15 minutes after all of us were waiting at downtown San Antonio. We're all cute dressed up, some even drove 5 hours from Dallas. This company needs to reimburse us and compensate for wasting people's time. I personally wouldn't pay $100 plus for unprofessional company. There's better spots in San Antonio that can do tea and sandwiches. Now in a follow-up video, we actually see an email that a bunch of these creators were sent after this whole situation happened.
Now, I get wanting to do a refund, but if it's like an influencer thing and you're not paying anyway, they want a refund from the company to pay for their hotel? I don't know about that.
Now there is some text on screen that kind of blocks part of it, so I'm going to do my best here, but...
Now, if you want to pause and read this, you can. But they basically are like, we're sorry. We're so very sorry. And they are really trying to fix stuff. Not really doing the best job at it, but they are trying. And, you know, honestly, I'm pulling for them. I think it seems like a cool thing. Nance says, I'll watch the clock and know what time I have to leave at, and I can't do a thing till I leave, and I'll still leave 30 minutes sooner than I need to minimum. You know what? I know people like that. I have a couple clients like that, where if they, that's funny. I have a client who, if they have a 3:30 appointment in the afternoon, nothing else is happening that whole day. If I'm like, oh, I could stop by at 11, we'd be done by 11:30. No, can't. We got something at 3:30. And literally, it's just the whole day is hyping up to that one thing. Well, we got to be there at 3:30. We got to leave at like 2:30. Might be traffic, you know, so maybe that's 2. And then really we got to be ready to go by like 1:30. So then by at like 10:30, they're out at the car, loading the car with things that they don't need to this 15-minute trip they're making across town. I love it. I love it. I love when people are prepared, because so many of us are not. So when someone else is over-prepared, it helps everybody. CB says, hopefully they can get it together. I hope so too, because I want to see them expand. I want to try it. You know, let's try this out. I'm gonna get my fancy dress. Okay, we're gonna do high tea. Nance says, yep, that's me. Yeah, Columbus traffic is no joke. You're right. Columbus traffic is kind of crazy. If we were gonna do high tea down here, they'd have to do it in certain areas to make sure that the bus isn't gonna be hindered by traffic and road craziness. But man, I didn't even, this concept never even occurred to me. But think of all of the other concepts you could do. You know, you could do like a little dinner and drinks thing. You could do this could really spawn a bunch of cool businesses. So I hope that they don't fumble the business model and make it look bad for everybody else, because I think we could have a lot of these cool themed tour things, and it's an affordable thing that you could go out and do with your friends. $65, drive around, get some fancy drinks and some fancy food. I love it. And, you know, you don't have to worry about driving, so you could have alcohol if you want to. Nance says chicken taco and a Chinese bus could be bad for guys like JLR and Rover. Yeah, you know, you gotta be careful with the foods that you're serving too. They are confined in a bus. I didn't think about that. Yeah. CB says they have a boat that does a similar thing here. It's like drinks and dinner on a sunset cruise. I have done one of those. I did a lunch cruise with my dad, and man, it was a great time. Really, really nice. And I think it works better on the water because it's not as bumpy in theory, you know, like a big ship is pretty smooth riding, so you don't have to worry about the glass sliding on the table or anything like that. With the bus, it really didn't seem like a problem to me, but also, how is it not a problem, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how they're getting past the physics of that, but they're doing it, and I'm rooting for them. I hope they do well, and if you're in one of the cities where they are, give it a try, check them out, and let me know how it is, because I want to see some first-hand accounts from people who aren't influencers that have been paid to make a video about this thing. The boat had a bathroom and a DJ. It was a really good time. See, that sounds like a great time. Got a DJ in there? I love it. And this is pretty cool too, because the host is a vocalist as well. So while they're giving you the tour, they're singing you a song. I love it. Absolutely love it. So check out some tea around town if it's around your town. And let me know how it is. Or if you have another business idea like this, leave it in the comments. Let me know. We could start our own, you know? I'll think of something. I think you could spin this off into a profitable business. You just have to actually show up when you say you will. And I will try and do the same thing, like we do every week. And hopefully I will see y'all again on Friday for the extras. So tell your family that you love them, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.